Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Pella, and here on my channel I do everything related to language, culture, and tourism. So if this is your first time of stumbling upon any of my videos, yes, you're highly welcome. Thank you very much, and I trust that you're not going to regret this. Today I have a very important content that I've actually conceived in my heart for a very long time, and it is all about language. Okay, so when you want to learn a language, be it Chinese, Spanish, German, French, English, whatever the language is, you have to know certain things. So I have 5 points here today that I'm going to be sharing with you. 5 very important points to note before learning a language. Very important points. All right, so let's get into business. The number one point I have for you is that before learning a language, you should develop love for the language. You know, there's a thing they say that you cannot benefit from someone you do not love, or you do not respect, or you do not honor. So the language that you love, and you choose, because it's an international thing, it doesn't fall like an apple. It's usually, learning a language is usually intentional. You have to develop interest by loving this language. Okay, so when you love this language, the learning process is going to be very easy for you. So the second thing is loving the culture of the speakers. If you've watched some of my previous videos, most especially my first video, the first video I uploaded, there was something I said that I can never forget. Language and culture are intertwined. On ne peut pas parler de la langue sans parler de la culture, parce que la langue véhicule la culture. So what I'm just trying to say is that language and culture are intertwined. You can't talk about language without talking about culture. So when you're learning a language, you have to be very much aware of the culture. If you want to learn a language, most especially an international language, a foreign language, it means that you have to be open, you have to be flexible. You cannot be so holding on to your own. Like, you have, like, if you want to be an international person, you want to travel, like, you have to be open to cultures all around the world. So trust me when I say that loving the culture of the speakers of that language that you're learning goes a long way in helping you to learn the language. So very importantly, number 3, you have to learn the basics before the intricacies. So, like, I don't even know how you intend jumping into learning the hard part of the language and then leaving the base, like the elementary stage. So when I teach people French, when I want to teach you French, I have to first of all know whether you know the base. You understand? You have to start from alphabets, you have to start from numbers. It's very important. You have to learn the basics, because these are what will now help you when you're not speaking another, or when you hear someone speaking, you'll be like, oh, okay, this is coming from this, this is coming from this. Okay, so except you want to just learn how to speak street language, like all this broken, like broken English, there's broken French, so just in case you don't know. And then my number 4 point is that you have to very importantly get in touch with the native speakers. Normally, if you want to learn a language, see, in fact, if you even start learning a language and then you leave the language, if you leave French will leave you. If you leave a language, I learned this thing from when I was still doing mathematics. I usually tell people, them, but I've always been a teacher from start. This teaching thing did not start now. When you leave mathematics will leave you. Same thing goes with language. When you leave a language, the language will leave you. So try and get in contact with the speakers. If it means trying to squeeze out time to go for an immersion program, like go to a country and just spend the country where you're learning the language, something like probably if you're learning French, you can go to, if you're in Nigeria, you can go to one of the neighboring countries. Like that, if you don't have the means to go far, like to go to France or something, you can just go to Benin Republic or Togo or Cameroon or any of the neighboring countries and just stay there for 3 months. You understand? Mingle with the French speakers, the main speakers of the language. Okay, and even if you don't have the means to like travel, because you might be like, what if it's Chinese I'm learning, so I start going to China. What if I don't have the means to go to China? And fine, in that country where you are, I'm sure that there are speakers of that language that you're learning. So whatever language that you're learning, like, there are speakers there. Like, for instance, if you're in Abuja and you speak French, come on, there are a lot of things to engage you now. There are clubs, there's Club Locales You, there's this other French club. You understand? Like, get all these things, let the thing be in your ear. Don't ever leave the language, don't leave French for a long time. There are French churches, just like the one I attend at Gishiri Road, Triumphant Church. It's a French, they translate to French. There's a French choir there, like there's a French community there. So what is your excuse? Then my last point, the last, which is definitely not the least, which is meant to be like one of the most important points, is shun discouragement. Whatever form is gonna come, shun it. Please trust me. If it's coming from your parents, if it's coming from your siblings, if it's coming from your spouse, your children, your grandma, uncle, auntie, wherever this discouragement is coming from, please shun it. Please avoid it. Surround yourself with people that see the possibilities in things. Yes, because you are intelligent, you can do it, you are capable, you have all it takes, you have the proper guide, you have YouTube, you have the internet, you don't even have an excuse. So the world has made everything easier. There's technology, so you don't have an excuse. Please be encouraged. If you're looking for any way, any form to be encouraged, you're looking for motivation, inspiration, please just send me a DM, either on Instagram, Facebook, email. You can send me an email. Like, my email is 24 hours working. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, because I'm going to be bringing out more and more of this content. Okay, so subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification bells, and then like this video, share, comment, leave your comment. I would love to see it and I will reply, don't worry. All right, so thank you guys, thank you so much.